Hi everyone. This is my Hurricane Francis look. This is what I've looked like for 2 days. Francine, not Frances, Francine. Hurricane Francine passed over us. We're in southeast Louisiana, and boy, what a ride. Over 10 inches of rain. It was crazy. The wind like 50 miles per hour. Hi everyone. How you doing? Yeah, like over 50 mile per hour winds, over 10 inches of rain, and tree limbs everywhere, water everywhere. But here we are. We're good. 2 days later and we are good. So, but I just wanted you to see this was my look because I didn't put any makeup on. I didn't do anything other than just listen to the rain sounding like it was going to burst the window. So, thank you. I appreciate you watching all of the time. I really do. You guys just give me so much strength and calm. So yes, we were calm. We're good. We're almost back to normal. So hey, there you go. We have power. We have internet. Yay! So get that little storm, well, it was a little storm, but it was big when it was passing through, or it sounded big. But we are going to do some makeup today. So I am going to use my cream palette from Celesty. If you're wondering, how, does Celesty last? This is over 2 months worth of use, and you cannot even tell I've touched it yet. So yes, for $29, this is a wonderful value. No questions asked. So let's get started. It's a cream makeup, and you guys know I love cream. I think cream is the best for mature skin. I'm 68, so again, I have mature skin. It is what it is, but I'm still here, so that's the positive. So what we're going to do, this is the medium to dark palette, and I'm just going to start with some contour up here. And so many people ask, why do you use contour? Contour frames and shapes your face, and it also creates shadows, and it gives your face that depth and definition that we miss, and that we had when we were younger. You can also correct using using the contour. You can also just sculpt your face a little bit, and so if you have some distractions you really aren't crazy about, you can fix them. That's how you do it. You just fix them. So there we go. Now, so I'm defining my cheeks, lifting my cheeks. I'm also bringing my forehead down just a little bit because I have a high forehead. And then we're going to come and we're just going to try to do something about these jowls by redefining the jawline. So there you go. We're creating a shadow down there. So you notice my chin more so than my neck, as well as my chiseled jawline. Because again, I have a turkey neck, so you can also just bring it down a little bit on your neck, and that's going to create a shadow. So if you have a turkey neck, or if you have the double chin is the other thing. You either get the turkey neck or you get the double chin. You can also camouflage that double chin and make it appear like it's going to move your chin forward, or appear to move your chin more forward, and give you just a little bit better of a look. And that's all it does. But contour is it's like a wonderful thing. Now we're just going to come right down the natural shadows of our nose on the top, and it's going to elongate the nose. It's also going to give it just a little bit more of a pleasant appearance. So if your nose is something that bothers you, too wide, too long, ball on the end, whatever all these nose problems are that we have, the contour can help you correct that. Now I'm going to come to what is going to be a concealer shade, and I'm going to just like tap and tap into the one next to it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it right where the light would hit our face. Here we go, right in between the eyebrows. We're going to come right down the center of the nose between those two contour lines. Now, Look at my nose. Look how much narrower it looks than it actually is. It's amazing what you can do with contour and with concealer. This is a brightening shade, so this is a more of a concealer shade. So it's going to be lighter. Contour is going to be darker than your skin tone. Concealer is going to be lighter than your skin tone, and then we're going to come back with the shade that's the closest to the natural color of my skin. There we go, inner and outer corner, and then we're just going to go right up into the temple here. What that is doing is lifting that eye. We're trying to make it look to where we've had somewhat of an eye lift. Are you tanned? You said you make up different than it can be because most of us tend to be a little bit lighter in the fall than we are in the summer. I tell you what, if you want me to recolor match you, send me another makeup free selfie in natural light, and we'll see what I come up with there as opposed to what I came up with before. I tend to just use bronzer in the summer and kind of keep the main shade year round. But we can tweak that. And again, just send me a picture and I'll take a look at it. But I won't look at what I gave you first and then see what I come up with and see if it's any different. All right, here we go. Again, we're lifting the eye with our concealer, which is our lighter shade. Now, we're going to flip the little brush around and let's keep this one. We're going to go, I think this is the closest to the natural color of my skin. Yeah, so I'm going to mix these two together. I like this. Yeah, I think this works better. I was using this one alone and I found that the color I felt like was off just a little bit. I like this better. Yeah, just a dab. So you can mix these shades. You definitely can do that because you get 5 of them and a powder. So you can play with the 4 shades, the 2 to be your main shade and then the 2 to be your concealer shade. I am looking like I missed the spot right there. There we go. That makes me happy. All right, so we're going to come up here and we're just going to put some main shade up there so you can see I have the light shade, the main shade, and the contour. All 3, you can see those shades together. Now, I like to catch the corners of my nose because of my rosacea. Luckily, usually when I kind of get nervous and things, my rosacea will come through more. It didn't this time. I was surprised, but I'm using a new product. So once I get to where I have enough confidence in it, I'll share it with you. Good skincare helps with any type of skin issue, and mine being rosacea, yeah, I have to be really careful what I use to avoid a flare-up. There we go. All right, so that's it. That's the placement of your cream makeup. Like I say, this palette is $29, plus you get a powder with SPF to set it with. So it's a really good value, but the main thing is, let's see how it looks with the blending. So I'm going to grab my brush here, my favorite makeup brush in the world, and let's just start at that jawline and do some soft circles around. And then drag them down my neck. There we go. The one thing when you're in a, whether it be a snowstorm or a hurricane like we just had or whatever, it's like you really learn, you have to like the people in your house because that's where you are. And at one point, my husband and I were kind of talking, and I just looked at him and I said, "You're lucky I love you. You really are." So yeah, we had a little bit too much of the closeness during the storm. But again, I was glad he was here. All right, so now we're just going to stipple, which is pressing this makeup into our face because it is cream. And we're going to make it go and stay exactly where we want it to go. And as you can see, it's really, my rosacea always bleeds through. It bleeds through all makeup, but not bad. It is not bleeding through bad at all. So let's just keep stippling here. Again, we're pressing and moving our brush. So we're like squirting the cream, for lack of a better word, but my granddaughter came up with that. So in other words, we're squirting it as we're spreading. Yes, we're squirting the cream as we're pressing and blending. So out of the mouths of babes. All right, so let's catch under the eye. There we go, and up into the temple. And again, this is a focal point to give the eye that lift. So let's just keep tapping. Catch the nose and the contour and the concealer. There we go. Now again, notice I am tapping under my eye. I'm not pulling. You don't want to pull this really tender, delicate skin under your eyes. I don't know about you, but it's like they said it's the least, has the least elasticity in it. Well, my rubber band has popped. I mean, it is what it is. So there we go. I like to kind of just catch my eyelids a little bit too, just to color correct if I'm not going to do eyeshadow, which I'll do an eyeshadow reel later because this is on sale. Look how pretty these colors are. And the primer comes with it. Yes, this primer and a brush. So this is a really good value. Now this is my choice in colors. There's actually 4 in the collection, 4 different shades. This is the one I thought looked the most, let's turn it right side up, looked the most like fall. So I'll be doing a reel when I get off of here of that, and I'll post it later for you to watch. You know, I have started, it's a shame. It's like I really wasn't one to stay on my phone, but since, you know, like I said, trying to take my mind off the storm and everything, I was just scrolling and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this. You'd be surprised at the things I watched. I mean, and then again, maybe you wouldn't, but it was like I watched every makeup artist there was, because like I say, the wind was whipping. It was really loud and the rain splashing up against the windows and all that sort of thing. So yeah, this kept my mind occupied. So I didn't panic too much. I didn't panic because we've done this so many times before. I'm a Hurricane Katrina survivor, but I tell you what, you still get nervous. You really and truly do with all of this bad weather. There we go. Now we're going to come, we did our contour on our forehead. Now we're just going to do our contour on our cheeks. You can't hear me? Can anyone else not hear me? And can you hear the voice, my voice? Anybody? Can everybody hear me? I didn't realize maybe some could not hear. Okay, so I'm just going to continue. Okay, thumbs up. I think we're good. Maybe back out and come back in. I think maybe because I think it's on your end and not mine. Perfect. Thank you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to soft blend this, this contour. So see how pretty that is? But what we need to do now is come back and do a, some blush. And I've come across this little palette here, and you get, this is a blush, this is a bronzer, and this is an illuminator. I like to mix them together. I just think that is a pretty look. So let me show you right now. If I can get it open. There we go. So I'm just going to gently swirl. Don't get a whole lot. You can always add more. And there we go. I think it gives more with these shades, more of a winter look. And I think this is just really, really pretty. There we go. Then right over here. And your blush goes right above your contour. There. I really like this. This is a simple look. Maybe blend a little bit more right here. This is such a simple look with the cream makeup. As you can see, it's not settling into my fine lines and wrinkles, which is a wonderful thing. Because I don't know about you, when I was wearing the liquids before, It was really, really rough. When it would dry, it was cakey, and I had these lines after 2 hours that showed a lot more than I wanted to show. Let's put it that way. So I always like to put a little bit of blush too on my jawline. That's no rhyme or reason. That's just me. Now the other thing we're going to do is we are going to grab a crayon. And you can use this as blush as well. But we're going to use it, just draw. This is a chubby crayon. There you go. I think the fall shades are my favorite. I love the oranges and the browns, the rich tones, the reds. I think that's my favorite color combination of the year. There we go. Now I don't go all the way to the Cupid's bow. I like to put illuminator right there to kind of set that off by itself. Okay. And then color it in. Oh, I love fall shades. This is so creamy too. That's the other thing. It's not drying. You know, some crayons you put them on and it's like, boom, you know, it immediately sucks all the moisture out of your lips. This one doesn't. Or this type doesn't. There we go. I just love, love, love the fall shades. So that's pretty much it. A little mascara and I am ready to go. I'm not going to do mascara today because I will do that after when I do the eyeshadow reel. So you will see that either tonight or tomorrow as well. So there you go. Now, I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like I need a little bit more on my cheeks. So I'm going to grab my ball blushers and this little kabuki brush. And let's see what we can do with that. There we go. There she is. I like a bolder cheek. If you like a bolder cheek, keep going. Now, again, that's what you should do. You do you. If you don't like a bold look, then don't wear the bold colors. I mean, I feel like we have lived long enough, ladies. We can do what we want. We don't have anyone to impress and we have nothing to prove. So if you don't like my look, tough. Tell them Peggy said. There you go. 68-year-old Peggy said. There, I like that a lot better. I just like bolder colors on me because that's what I've always worn. So there you go. This is my look for today. And I used my cream palette from Celesty. And again, this is $29. It's another option. It's cream makeup. It's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. It's beautiful makeup. It's easy makeup. But the main thing is it's so budget friendly. I appreciate you joining me today. If you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments. Any questions I'm happy to answer as far as shade choices, as far as the products I used or any links, just drop them in the comments and I'll be happy to get back to you in Messenger. Thank you so much. You be the reason someone smiles today, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.